I want to switch gears. I'll ask you about these fresh Fox News battleground state polls for North Carolina as well as Ohio and Nevada. In North Carolina, for example, in a four-way race, Donald Trump leads Hillary Clinton by 5 points among likely voters with 45% support, Clinton with 40%, while Gary Johnson has 6%, and Green Party candidate Jill Stein is not on the ballot in the state. Congressman Blackburn, President Obama won North Carolina in 2008, but Mitt Romney won in 2012. How do you feel about Donald Trump in the state? Are you confident that he could actually carry that state?
Oh, I think you're going to see Donald Trump carry North Carolina and several others of these battleground states. The polls are trending the right direction for him. You have so many people who are entrepreneurs who are focused on different technology-based businesses. And Maria, they want to make certain that intellectual property is going to be protected, that the FCC is not going to come in and overrun those businesses, whether it is healthcare, whether informatics, whether it is banking services. They want the ability to stand up those platforms and not have a federal agency shutting them down, fining them, running them out of business, or in the case of manufacturing, having the EPA or OSHA come in and say, hey, you know, we're going to fine you until you close your doors. And people are tired of this. They want the economy to work. They want to be forward-looking in the economy, and old-styled bureaucratic regulation is just killing people out here. So they want it over with.
I also think probably, given that Trump acts as a sort of a grounding rod for anger, when things break out into wide open anger, and then the emotional repercussions of the anger and the repercussions of that, that's a beautiful soil for the Donald to play in. And so North Carolina opening up into a bleeding wound of frustration probably helps him.
Well, North Carolina has been a very interesting example of a state that was really on economic decline that has turned around. They've embraced in the Research Triangle and other places new businesses, creating great new middle-class jobs. I wonder if we could ask the Congressman, are there other examples?
And they become more liberal in the at the same time.
Yes.
That's why.
Right. No, I think when economic growth is there, people would turn their nose up at Donald because he's Donald. But if you're angry and you don't know where to put it, you know, and so before there was Charlotte, I was thinking Hillary's going to get it because there's enough growth, there's enough that nobody wants to go sort of break the glass and pull the anger button. But when this happens, I feel like people really do want to express their anger.
Well, it's a dichotomy, right? Because you have Charlotte, which is one of the banking centers of the world.
Let me give you another thought on that.
Let me give you
another thought on that. I don't think it's necessarily all that. I think you have to look at the rural areas of so many states.
Yeah.
And the fact that they cannot exercise economic opportunity and growth, and they've lost a lot of manufacturing jobs, and it is because they do not have access to broadband, they do not have some of the transportation infrastructure that is necessary, and their communities, they feel like, are just withering.
Yeah,
and they are very fearful.
That's a really important. That's an
There are a lot of points we have to build besides.
There's a lot of that that's out there. These small businesses, the mom and pop shops, you know, the entrepreneurs that were there that felt like they could build out a business in a certain county or in a certain region of the state, and it is very difficult now. So I think that plays into it in a state like North Carolina.
Yeah.
Also, you're going to see that in Ohio, and I think it's why you have Donald Trump up 5 points in Ohio. They look at him and see economic opportunity. They look at Hillary Clinton and think, oh, great, the federal government's going to grow, my taxes are going up, regulation's going to cause me to shut my doors.
Well, if you want to see something change, you probably are not expecting change from Hillary Clinton. As she has said, she wants this to be steady. She wants to build on the president's policies. Let me ask you this, Marcia. We want to turn to the Clinton email investigation because on Monday, House Oversight Chairman Congressman Jason Chaffetz was on this program, and he mentioned that the hearing scheduled for today with Brian Pagliano is on. We know that Brian Pagliano blew off the last subpoena. The Clinton IT technician defied a previous subpoena to testify, and now the Oversight Committee has ordered Reddit to preserve deleted posts believed to be written by another IT technician, that's Paul Combetta, who the committee says may have deleted the Hillary Clinton emails that were under subpoena. What's next in this investigation, in your view? What should we be looking at in terms of catalysts here, Congresswoman?
What you're going to see is a continuation from Chaffetz to push for getting to the bottom of this. Somebody had to make a decision to use bleach bit. somebody had to interact with Reddit. You have Platte River networks that I think they're probably saying, my goodness, why did we ever take that job? And people are expecting to know the truth from Hillary Clinton. The deception, the pattern of deceit, it goes through their public life. You know, they want to cover these things up. They want to hide them. It's very difficult to do with the emails, with the trail that is there, the digital footprint that it leaves. And so, Maria, I think whether it is the email scandal, whether it's the Clinton Foundation scandal, you're going to continue to see things come out. We're finding new things every day.
Yeah, we sure are. Congressman, good to see you.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Congressman Marsha Blackburn joining us there.